Namaskar, very warm welcome to all the viewers and learners in this live interaction of CIT and CRT. I am Renu Bhatt with you all, and you are watching us live on eVidya channels from channel number 6 to 12. And apart from these channels, you are with us on our YouTube channels as well, that is NCERT Official and NCERT PM eVidya class number 6 to 12. And dear learners and viewers, this is our 5 days 5-hour online training program on elevating teachers learning dynamics on DIKSHA, and the topic for today's discussion is DIKSHA's homepage and its navigation. You may not be aware of DIKSHA. It's a digital infrastructure for knowledge sharing, a national platform for all the students, teachers across the country. And for this particular webinar and for this particular discussion, we have joined by our experts. So without any further delay, let's quickly meet them. You are Professor Indu Kumar, you are head of DICT and TD from NCIT NCRT New Delhi. Very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
And we have joined by Dr. Prachi Sharma as well. You are senior academic consultant from CIT NCRT New Delhi. Very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
And dear learners and viewers, in case you have any query, you want to know more about DIKSHA, how you can use DIKSHA platform and how you can enhance your teaching learning process by using DIKSHA platform, you can reach out to us through our various medium in this particular live interaction. You can call us on our telephone number, that is 8800 Either you can drop a mail as well. Our email address is training.helpdesk@cit.nic.in. And if you have joined us through our live streaming, that means you are on our YouTube channels, then you have to go to the live chat box and then only you can drop your comment out there. Our experts will be more than happy to answer all your queries and doubts if you have any. So we want you to participate in huge number in this particular live interaction. It's our first day of the online training program. So let's quickly start this discussion. And Indu ma'am, here I would like to begin this particular discussion from you, and we want to know at the very beginning of the session what DIKSHA is all about, ma'am.
Yes, this is the very basic questions that we all should know about. It has been envisaged, DIKSHA has been envisaged as one nation, one digital platform. It's a platform as is clear from the deliberation, and it has been envisaged as one nation, one digital education platform. As you can see on the slide, there are more uses of DIKSHA, more introduction about it. It is digital infrastructure for knowledge sharing, and it's a national platform for school education, because NCRT works in the area of school education. So this platform has been developed as a digital infrastructure for knowledge sharing for school education. So it's an initiative of National Council of Educational Research and Training, that is NCERT, under the aegis of Ministry of Education, Government of India, and it was launched in 2017. It's a content management system, it's a repository of digital content, and as of now it carries 3.5 lakhs content in the form of videos, audios, PDFs, interactive and gamified content in 84 languages, in which 7 languages are foreign languages as well. So we can also see DIKSHA, it has been adopted by different states and union territories of this country, and also by a few autonomous organizations as well. And as of now, there are about 6,410 energized textbooks on DIKSHA and 20,797 e-courses on DIKSHA. So this is the so you can see that it's a huge platform where contents are in huge number. When I talk about energized textbooks are those textbooks which carries chapter level QR code, and that the contents aligned to that particular QR chapter are aligned with the QR code. So with the textbooks, children can also access digital content related to that particular QR code. So that is how is how we can see, we can envisage, and we can explain Diksha, that it carries textbooks, it carries digital content, it carries courses for the continuous professional development of teachers. Moreover, if when it comes to digital technologies, there are a lot of effort being made by different stakeholders parallelly. So in a country like India, it's a huge challenge because lots of money, human and financial resources are invested on that. If we do convergence of effort and have one platform for addressing the entire school education, that will avoid parallel effort, and efforts will be converged to save money and to save the human resource also. So that Diksha is all about.
And ma'am, I must say it's a brilliant initiative, and as you just said, Diksha is a infrastructural knowledge sharing, ma'am. So why it is called an infrastructure for knowledge sharing, ma'am?
Yes. So there is a framework for digital education which has been developed by different organizations, agencies under the leadership of Ministry of Education, and which is called NDEAR, that is National Digital Education Architecture. So this architecture provides a framework for digital education effort being made by the country, by the different stakeholders. So it is called an infrastructure because it's a federated infrastructure. The portal is not centralized, it provides infrastructure for all its stakeholders. It is not controlling the education of entire nation, but on the same digital infrastructure, on the same portal, different states and union territories are also tenants, making this portal a more federated one. When I talk about tenancy, they all the states and union territories, they have their own spaces on Diksha, and they are free to utilize their spaces in any which manner they want to utilize it, to address the local specific need of their specific state and union territories. Apart from these 35 states and union territories, 3 autonomous organizations are also tenants on Diksha, that is NCRT, CBSE and NIOS. So they also carry spaces on Diksha and use this portal for their particular specific needs. So that is why we called it infrastructure which has a provision of inviting a lot of stakeholders, provide them spaces to address the diversity, to address the local specific needs. We can also see, I have with me Dr. Prachi also, so we can have this navigation from the very portal, so that we can see how different tenants are organized in this infrastructure, how we can also see what they have uploaded on their specific spaces and how they are appear as tenants on Diksha. So we can see by we have to access to navigate Diksha, we have to use our browser. By opening our browser, in the top menu bar we have to type the URL diksha.gov.in, and by typing this URL we will get this home page of Diksha, as you can see here, and by clicking on the explore button sorry, we can explore Diksha. Yeah. So we can see how tenants are organized here. Yeah. If we click here, UTs and boards, this particular place, you can see a list of all the states and union territories and the autonomous body. If we click on to any state, union, territories, we can land on to their specific place, their tenancy, and we can explore content which are uploaded under that particular tenant. Yeah.
Okay. So, ma'am, here we can see that government is doing so many initiative. They have so many initiative for enhancement of education for all the students. Here, I wanted to know about the NEP 2020, as it says that it gives a new vision for the enhancement of the quality of education, right?
Yeah,
So
that's
now
true.
NEP vision is envisaged in DIKSHA.
Yeah, NEP vision has also been envisaged in DIKSHA, as we know that NEP 2020 is into in its implementation form. So we all the stakeholders of education are contributing to implement the vision of NEP 2020. When it comes to digital education, NEP 2020 carries two chapters on educational technology and ICT. So, keeping in view the recommendations of NEP 2020 and the different areas which are highlighted in NEP 2020 for digital education, DIKSHA we have developed several specific verticals on DIKSHA, keeping in view the areas of importance which have been envisaged in NEP 2020. So, one area is foundational literacy and numeracy. It has to be implemented in a mission mode, and Nipun Bharat mission is the mission for the implementation of NEP 2020. So, you can see here the different vertical, Nipun Bharat vertical, which carries content specific to foundational literacy and numeracy. So, we will be having a separate session tomorrow in all these verticals which are developed as per the recommendation of NEP 2020. There is E-Jadui Pitara as well, which addresses the need of foundational learner. Apart from this, there is a vertical called Education for All vertical, which is for adult education and lifelong learning. When it comes to the lifelong learning, learning never stops. We have to be a lifelong learner, and using DIKSHA portal, one can choose areas of their interest and can pursue further into their education. So, by adult education, how adult learners are reflected or seen or visualized in NEP 2020. Any learner who is 14 plus is an adult learner. So, there are contents which addresses the needs of these adult learner. Apart from this, virtual labs have also come up in a big way in NEP 2020. So, we have developed virtual labs as well on DIKSHA, and we have a lot of virtual labs in this particular tenants. By having virtual labs, it is not seen or it is not recommended that it will replace the physical labs. Physical labs have their own importance, but virtual labs are there to practice and experiment, and also to access these labs when the lab is not there. So, apart from these verticals, there is another vertical called vocational education vertical. So, vocational education has also been given importance in NEP 2020. So, there is a separate vertical on DIKSHA for vocational education, and there are content and textbooks aligned to this particular aspect of education. So, that is how DIKSHA portal addresses the needs, addresses the important areas which are highlighted in NEP 2020.
Yes, ma'am. So those were the highlights, and ma'am, here we want to move further in this particular discussion, but here I just wanted to ask from all the viewers. We are receiving your comments in huge numbers. Here we would like to have some relevant questions, and if you have any questions related to this particular topic, we are talking about DIKSHA, and we are DIKSHA homepage and its navigation, how you can use DIKSHA platform to enhance your teaching learning process. You can reach out to us through our various mediums, and we want you to participate in huge numbers with all your relevant queries for this particular day one topic. And ma'am, let's move further in this particular discussion, and I just wanted to know, is there a provision of seeing the uses of DIKSHA by its stakeholder, ma'am, how they can see all these numbers, ma'am?
Yes, during the time of pandemic, DIKSHA come up as a big rescue for education to keep moving, because during that time everybody was forced to move on to the forced to confine to their homes and not coming out because of the lockdown, and entire education system also came to an halt, and DIKSHA came up as a rescue to keep the education of the children of this country going. So we can see the user metric, how there is a dashboard on DIKSHA by which we can see the uses of DIKSHA in the 3 domain. Here you can see there are user metrics which are reflected on the dashboard of DIKSHA, usage metrics also reflected in the dashboard, content metrics and course metrics. So these are the 4 domains, 4 areas through which we can see the uses of DIKSHA. We can see the trend of registered users which are there on DIKSHA. Here in this slide we can see under user metrics, we can see the trends of registered users, and how many daily active users are coming on DIKSHA can also be seen from the dashboard of the portal. From the usage metric we can see the usage on DIKSHA. So total learning sessions, we can see how many learning sessions up till now have happened on DIKSHA and how many learning minutes have been there on DIKSHA. Apart from this, we can also see the content metrics. In content metrics we can see the details or data about energized textbooks and e-content. When I am talking about energized textbooks, we can see the total number of energized textbooks which are there, and which can be seen medium wise, grade wise and also language wise or subject wise. We can see medium wise may language wise will be covered. So we can also see subject wise status of energized textbooks. And when it comes to the e-content which are reflecting on the dashboard, we can see the total year wise trends on e-content upload. Every year how many e-contents have been uploaded on DIKSHA. We can also see medium wise, in which medium how many contents have been uploaded, grade wise content upload status, and also data based on content types, what types of content, how many video, audio, interactive, gamified contents have been uploaded, and also tenant wise. I just spoke about different tenants on DIKSHA. So which tenants uploaded how many energized textbooks and other forms of content. So apart from this, there is course metric also which is reflected on DIKSHA, where we can see the national and state wise course metrics, how many courses have been done or uploaded through national level users and through state level users, and also we can see the status of course completion by the different stakeholders, and also enrollment done against each states and union territories. We can see the dashboard, how we can also navigate it. If we go on to DIKSHA and see the dashboard, we can see all these trends which pertain to users, usage, content and courses. So here Sorry, there is an interruption in the internet. May I request to put it in place so that we can see the real navigation. Yeah, so now the dashboard is visible. If we see the national and state wise user metrics, we can see here we can see the registered users. So there are 1.70 crore registered users as of now on DIKSHA, and we can also see the daily active users. So today's active users are 1.27 lakhs. So we can see active user states and union territory wise also. If I bring my cursor to any state, here you can see my cursor is on Uttar Pradesh, and we can see active users of today here again reflected against Uttar Pradesh, and also registered users on today's date, that is on 17th June. If I get my cursor to any other state, we can see the status of registered users and daily active users. So this is the how the users metric is reflected on DIKSHA. We can also see the trend of registered users. You can see a peak in 2020 because that was the year of pandemic. So most of the registered users which who registered themselves on DIKSHA were in 2000 and 2020, and after that we can see the add-ons in the years to come. It doesn't mean that they deregistered themselves. The users which registered themselves in 2020 are there, but then every year the number of registered user is decreasing, but the total is increasing. So we can also see month wise last 3 months active users trend. If we scroll further, so we can see here how the trend is like for last 3 months active users. So here the data is for or today's data we can see, and we can also see when it before 3 months how the data was like. So we can see the trend of active users of past 3 months. If we scroll further, we can also see the registered users across all the states and union territories. How many registered users are there across each state and union territory? So that is how we can see the uses of DIKSHA through the dashboard. If we see then the uses matrix, user matrix, we have already seen. So let us see the uses metric, how the DIKSHA is being utilized. So we can see here learning sessions in crore, 547.08 crore learning sessions have happened up till now. And if we see learning minutes, 6,355.71 crores learning minutes have happened up till now. And we can also see this data against each state and union territories, how many learning sessions have happened in each states and union territories, and how many learning minutes have happened in each state and union territories. So moving further, we can also see the learning trends. So how many learning minutes are there and how many learning sessions are there, and this data is of year wise given starting from 2019. So we can see the trend from 2019 to 2024. So if we scroll further, we can also see the number of learning sessions which are tenant wise, and we can see the most learning session in Uttar Pradesh. It is because it's a big country, has large number of schools and large number of teachers, and the states which are smaller states, union territories which are smaller, number of schools, number of students and number of teachers are less in those smaller states and union territories. So that is how their data is reflecting as less. It is not because they are not alert enough to utilize Diksha. They all are utilizing Diksha as per their needs and demands. So we can also see the number of learning minutes, which is again state wise. Uttar Pradesh is being reflected as largest user, which is reflecting the total learning minutes, and smaller states and union territories are showing smaller data because of their being small, because of their carrying less number of schools, teachers and students. So this was about usage metrics. Likewise, we can also navigate the content metrics. Here we can see 6,515 energized textbooks are there on Diksha, and 3.51 lakhs, 51 lakhs e-contents are there on Diksha. So we can also see medium wise energized textbooks. So we can see the largest number is in English, after that Hindi, and then we can see status of other Indian languages. Moving further, we can also see the let us scroll down. We can also see the grade wise energized textbooks, the status of grade wise energized textbooks, which is grade carries how many numbers of textbooks on Diksha. We can also see subject wise status here reflected. We can see accountancy has the largest number of energized textbooks, and these textbooks are energized with QR code, as I already mentioned. So now we can also see the e-content trend on Diksha. So we can see year-wise e-content upload status. So in 2007, starting from 2017 up till 2024. So maximum number of contents you can see the trend uploaded in the year 2020, being the year of pandemic, and after that every year we are uploading a considerable number of e-contents on Diksha, and trend can be seen from the dashboard. So now we can see the course metric. We can move on to the course metric. Medium wise e-content also you can see here. And now let us move on to the course metric. If we come on to the course metric, the dashboard reflects the national and state wise course metric. So we can see 17.69 crore course enrollments are shown in the dashboard, and course completion status is reflected as 14.19 crores. And if we see the number of certificates which are issued for completing the course are 12.22 crores. So taking insight from this dashboard, we can also see why these gaps are there, and we can go on issuing the certificates if there is any gap. We can also see the course consumption trend, which is year wise, how the course consumption was like in 2017, 19, 2020, 2021. The blue line reflects the status of enrollments, orange line reflects the status of completion, and the dark blue line reflects the status of certificate issue. So like that, as the question was asked, how we can see the uses of Diksha. So there is a dashboard which carries the status of a comprehensive status of uses of Diksha by the users and other stakeholders. So we can also see enrollment across all states and union territories also on DIKSHA. So, which is already been reflected here. So that was it about the about knowing who are how our users are utilizing DIKSHA.
So, ma'am, all the stats are in huge numbers, and anyone can see all the registered users and all the stats, right?
Yeah.
So, ma'am, as we can see, seen on DIKSHA is a huge repository of digital content.
Yes.
How content such in large quantity are created, ma'am, and curated?
Yes, that is a very valid question, important questions to know about. So, we have seen that huge DIKSHA is a huge content repository.
Right.
So, there in CIT and CRT there is an in-house mechanism of content creation. So, we create content utilizing our in-house capacity. Apart from this, there is a Vidyadan initiative also. We can see it in the slides. So, this is Vidyadan in DIKSHA. Any users who have a considerable amount of content and want to contribute the content on DIKSHA, they can log into Vidyadan, and after that a project will be created by NCRT for those users, and they can contribute content using this Vidyadan.
Okay. And ma'am, NEP also talks about making education accessible for Divyang children as well,
Yes,
right?
that
So, ma'am,
is true.
how DIKSHA is contributing towards it, ma'am?
Yes. So, in our country there is a large number of users or large number of students or people who are Divyang. So, we have to address the need of these Divyang persons also. So, there is an accessibility feature also. We will show this, we will navigate it. In the right hand side, you are seeing this icon where Dr. Prachi has put the cursor upon. So, if we click on to this particular icon, we will see the accessibility features. So, there is a feature of contrast, highlight links, then bigger text, we can make the text bigger, we can increase or decrease the text spacing. Apart from this, we can pause animation. If animations on DIKSHA are creating distraction for the users, for the Divyang learners, we can stop that. We can also make our cursor larger, and there are other uses also. Then we can also have line highlights also on DIKSHA. We can also customize the alignment, and then we can also see the saturation. So, I will show a few features here. The rest can be navigated by the listeners who are listening. So, we can see the how animations are stopped or are paused. So, you can see if this feature is not clicked, there are animations, the banners are moving. If we click onto the pause, this will be stopped. We can also see bigger text. If we click onto this icon, the we can increase the size of text, and there are 4 options of making the text bigger. So, then we can also highlight links. So, if we click on here, so all the links which take us to another portal or another place are highlighted, so that we can click and reach there. Then there is hide image option is also there. If images are creating distraction, we can click and hide images. So, like that, different accessibility features of a variety of Divyang users are already there, which make the portal accessible for the different users. So, apart from this, it is also very important to know how we have also seen how to navigate the dashboard, how to navigate through the accessibility features, but the very important part of it is ways to access DIKSHA, how to access DIKSHA. by various means. So, we can access content on DIKSHA using a mobile app. We can also access content via portal, and we can also access content via QR code. So, Dr. Prachi now will take you through the portal and app and show how we can access content using app, portal and QR code. Over to Dr. Prachi.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, as ma'am mentioned, we can access DIKSHA via mobile app, via portal or via QR codes. So, for mobile app, we need to download mobile app in our mobile phone. It is compatible for Android and iOS user, both users. So, first step is we need to download it. We have to search this app on Play Store or App Store, and we downloaded it. Once we downloaded it, this screen will appear. We have to mention our some information, like first we have to enter the registered mobile number or email address. Then this is the first step. Second step, we need to write a password, then login. This is the 3 steps. Or if you have any other Google account, you can directly tap on this step, login with Google. Or if you have a state user, because state has a tenant on DIKSHA, if state person has a credential, so then they can directly click on the login with state system, and they can enter their credential to log in DIKSHA app. Next step is, when you logged in DIKSHA app, you need to select some fields, like you have to select board, which board you belong to, and second, you have to select a medium. You can see the complete list of medium. You need to select medium, and then you need to select a class, and you have to click on finish option. This is the complete process for when you are login with the Google account. Similarly, you have to tap on the Google, login with Google, and you have to select the state. If you have a state credential, you have to select on with the login with the state system, and you have to select with the state and submit option. When you select the state system, you have to click you have to agree with the terms and policy, and agree with the you have to click the check button. I have agreed the terms and policy, and you have to click on continue button. So, when you click on this, you have completely logged in with DIKSHA app, mobile app. Now, the second option is login into DIKSHA portal. For accessing DIKSHA portal, you have to type diksha.gov.in. When you click on this home page will appear. When you click on when you log in first time user on DIKSHA portal, you will get this pop-up screen where you have to select the role. You are a teacher, student, parent or administrator, you have to select your role. Then you have to select the board, medium or class. Then you have to select the name, role, state and your district name, and you have to click on submit button. When you click on submit, you will directly land to the DIKSHA home page. Here you can see the home page, digital text. After login it, you can access the digital textbook on DIKSHA portal, courses, TV classes and or all the tenants on DIKSHA portal. When you click on the digital textbook, you can see the filters on the left hand side. Here you can select the medium, class, your subject, and when you click select all the field and click on this, you will get your preferences resources. This is the last option. You can directly reach out to your content by scanning QR code. We have a physical textbooks with the print of QR code. When you
can we have that book on screen? Yes.
Here you can see the physical textbook, and we have a QR code here and with the alphanumeric number under on this
Which
QR.
book is this, Dr. Prachi?
This is the science textbook for class 8th.
Class 8. And
Yes.
you are on chapter 1.
Chapter 1. This is the chapter 1.
And the QR code of chapter 1. So now Dr. Prachi will scan the QR code of chapter 1 of this science textbook. So she already has an DIKSHA app installed, scanner installed in her mobile. So using that scanner, now she will
This
scan.
is the scanner of DIKSHA app. When you click on this, camera will open. When you click on this QR code, I think there is some internet.
Just wait for a moment. You can retry it.
I'm doing. Okay,
So
I'm
we can
trying.
also access content using alphanumeric code which is given against each QR code. There was some technical glitch because of which we could not scan the QR code.
Ma'am, but if a person scan that code, what would be happening?
A drop down will appear
Okay.
and the list of content aligned to that QR code will be there.
Okay.
And if we want to see any content from the list, we can click on the list and then that content will play. If we
Okay.
have clicked onto a video, so that video will play in your
Okay.
mobile, which is aligned to that particular textbooks. So there is also an alphanumeric number code against each QR code. So we can access, if it fails, we can just read that alphanumeric number and we can type the alphanumeric number of that particular QR code in the menu bar on DIKSHA. Search
In search
button
bar,
on DIKSHA.
yes. So we can directly land that particular chapter.
Yeah.
So this is the chapter 1
chapter
of,
1
of
and
class
now you can see the drop down at the right hand side.
side.
This
Here-
is the drop down
This is the chapter 1, and these
and all
are
these contents are
linked
aligned with the
the
QR
chapter.
code. So you can show and play any content, Dr. Prachi.
yes. So this is the explanation resources, which are audio or video resources. So
So ma'am, here let me tell you that we have 3 more minutes left for the session, ma'am.
Yeah.
yes. So this is how we can search. We can directly search any textbook by name also. So I am typing a book name Mridang. So you can directly search your book by typing that particular name. So this is the Mridang book. When we click on it, we can access all resources related to that particular textbook. Here you can see the chapters and related
Content
resources. So the another option, you can see the Explore DIKSHA button. When we click on this, we can click on digital textbook. Here you can see some drop down filters are appearing. You can select your board, your medium, your class, and you will get the complete list. Like I am selecting a Goa, state Goa, class 1.
You,
You can see the
class 3.
Yes, I have selected class 3. You can see the state Goa state looking around book. So you can access your state board textbooks along with the resources. So this is how we can access resources on DIKSHA portal.
So earlier it wasn't possible for a user to get textbooks which are being used by different state boards. But now having DIKSHA in place, any user can access textbooks which are being used by different states and union territories and by different boards. So that is the power of this repository, So we can have all the content which are being used across nation at one place.
Right. So that was demonstration, dear viewers, and because we are running very short of time, so we have to wrap up this discussion here only. But we'll be back tomorrow with yet another interesting and unique information on this particular Diksha, as we have 5 days 5-hour online training program. So Indu ma'am and Prachi ma'am, thank you so very much for being with us. Thank you ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much for your all the valuable information related to Diksha. And here let me tell you that how you can participate in the quiz at the end of this particular 5 days online training program. You have to write CIET in your browser and you will see this particular page. Then here in activity section you have to go to the workshop and training section, and this page will appear in front of you, dear viewers. And as you can see, in current activity there is a link provided for this program, and in this particular page you will get all the information related to this particular 5 days online training program. Here you can see all the scheduled programs, and tomorrow the title will be demystifying focus area of Diksha. And who can participate in this particular quiz? All the viewers, whether you are students, teacher educators, parents, administrators, and all those who are interested in this particular online training program. This is the objective of training program, and if you want to participate, this is the program schedule. We will upload all the videos and links here only. You can watch all the videos again if you want to, and if you want to participate, then you have to register yourself first. For that particular case, you have to register by using this particular scanner QR code, or either you can click on this particular link, or if you want to share your feedback, you can click on this particular link, or you can scan this particular QR code as well. We want you to participate in huge numbers. So if you have any query related to this particular online training program, you can write to us on this particular email address, that is training.helpdesk@cit.nic.in, or you can call on this number as well. So we are waiting for your call or messages or emails. And dear viewers, if you are interested to earn a certificate, you need to follow all those points here only. As you can see, you have to complete your quiz or course in the Diksha portal itself. All those participants who score 70% and above will get a certificate. And be with us throughout the training session, as we are running short of time, so we have to wrap up this session. But you can get all the information about this particular online training program on this particular page. Before I take your leave, let me tell you that we will be back with all the information and all the important information with you all. Me, Renu Bhatt, is signing off, but let me tell you that we have another session lined up for you, that is Sahyog, and for this that particular program we have titled Promoting Practices for Digital Wellbeing. What exactly digital wellbeing is, you will get to know on that particular session. Me, Renu Bhatt, is taking your leave. Namaste.